Hello everyone. Not probably quite the start you thought this newsletter was going to be. This is behind me because it's so busy in and out there this past week. I've had no time or no opportunity to do the newsletter outside. Every time I've set myself up, I've gone and done it. Loads of people have been walking past. So I thought, you know what? Let's do it in a different way, slightly different. We've got quite a busy newsletter this week anyway. We're going to do the whiteboard with the results. We're going to go to Mike Willits, our H&C chairman, to talk about the changes of the stroke indexes with the course with Worcestershire Golf and England Golf, but I'll let Mike talk about that. And then also we've got the drone footage. It's back. We're doing the 12th hole with Tim. So we've got quite a busy packed newsletter anyway. So let's go and do the whiteboard in partnership with Driving Auto Centres. Let's do last week. So last Saturday, we had the men's competition, the men's divisional competition. It was the Rudder, the NWBA, and the Waterstones Cup. So it's all divisional. Let's go to Division 3 Cup, which was the Waterstone. In second place was Brian Johnson. And in first place was Chris Griffiths. So well done to you. In Division 2, the NWBA, in second place was Keith Thorne. And in first place was Mark Stevens. And in Division 1, in second place was Matthew Delves. And in first place was Chris Roden, and that was the Woodall Cup. So congratulations to the winners. Let's get it up very quickly. There we go. The easiest hole is the first at 0.57 over par. The hardest was the 12th at 1.37 over par. And we've had an eagle on the first, so congratulations to the player who had the eagle on the first hole. Right, let's get that down. There we go. Sunday mixed medal. Sorry everyone, made a bit of a mistake on this one. So here's Division 3. In second place was Paul Barber, and in first place was Chris Lees. In Division 2, it was Matt Cooper, the winner. And then going on to Division 1, in second place was Paul Tudor, and in first place was Ian Meredith. Now let's get to the course analytics. Let's get it up. There we go, the course analytics. The first was the easiest, again, popular this weekend at 0.18 over par. And the hardest was a 12 at 2.19 over par. Right, let's get that down. Right, let's go into a couple of results. I am going to be closer so I can read my notes. So last Saturday we had a couple of matches on. We had the 17 to 24 league versus the Vale. I'm pretty certain. Right there, guys. Let me quickly read my notes. Yes, I thought so. They won, and that means they won their division. So they're through, I think, to the next round. Which once I've got the information, I'll let everybody know. The Worcestershire Mixed League as well, they played last Saturday. They won 2.5 to 1.5, which now makes them go into the finals, which they play against Umbersley at Puckrup Hall, I think, on the 21st of September. So good luck to all them playing then. Right, so that's all the results from the weekend matches. Last Wednesday into Sunday, we had the ladies, the Summers Cup. In second place, it was Tracy Plant. And in first place, it was Jackie Surplus. Let's get theirs up. So their easiest hole was the 8th at 0.82 over par. I think that's the first time I've said that's the easiest hole. And the hardest is the 7th, which is quite interesting, at 3.09 over par. It's very interesting to see the different course analytical analytics. Sorry, not analytical, analytics. Right, Tuesday, which was then, we had the Seniors Championship medal. And congratulations to, in second place, Phil Caldicott. And in first place was Steve Wagstaff. And let's get theirs up. So their easiest hole was the 8th, aka the 17th, at 0.97 over par. And the hardest was the 2nd at 2.48 over par. And there's 4 birdies on the 17th, so congratulations to all them. Right, let's go on to the whiteboard. We've got the ladies Stableford, 9 and 18 holes. Obviously that's just happened, sorry, so we get the results for next week. B team weighted Druids Heath. I didn't get that result either. That's being played. That's not happened yet. Let's talk about the captain's chair today. The first tee reserved from 7 till 3. Obviously, you've put your name on the board. As we're filming the newsletter, we are writing the scorecards out. What you need to remember is that you collect your scorecard from the lounge. Don't forget to bring your money because the raffle prizes, your £5 for the entry will be taken off probably by the time you watch this newsletter because we're doing it as we speak. So that will come off your competition card and all that will go to the competition as well. So there's nearest a pin on the 4th for the men and the 16th for the ladies. And I'm pretty certain, I think So all that you need to know will be in the lounge. Pick your scorecard up there. All your cards will be done. So that'll be a great day. Sunday, we've got a mixed Stableford. We've got a lady Stableford, and then we've got a scratch versus Lichfield. First tee's 9:40 till 10:40. So be aware of that. Next week, Monday, bank holiday, nothing. Enjoy your bank holiday, everyone. We've got a seniors part on Tuesday. We've got a ladies 18-hole part, plus a Midlands Police Senior Society, which is between 10:30 and 11:30. B team match against Druids Heath this Thursday. We've got the past captains. I think they had past captains next Friday on the 29th. First tees between 11:30 and 12:50. Next week we got the Walker King Division. Division 1 is 36 holes. The Walter Summers is Division 2, and the SS Summers is Division 3. Division 2 and Division 3 are only 18 holes. The Walker King is 2 rounds, so that'll be on the next day there. We've also got a mixed medal, and then we've all got an 18-hole part as well. Just for you to be aware, the week after that is Sunday the 7th of September. Now, that is a very, very busy day indeed. We have got a very busy day. The day before will be the Vice Captain's Day at home, but on the Sunday, it's a very busy day. We've got a Worcestershire County match. We've got the Worcestershire Handicap League, the mixed foursomes. It's a very busy day. Just prepare everyone. It's that very, very busy. I'm trying to think of ways to make sure we get a few more tea times for members. So watch this space. Hopefully by next week's newsletter or even before, I'll hopefully get some more tea times for you. Right, that's the whiteboards. Let's go. We'll go straight into Mike, actually, our H&C chairman, to talk about the handicap index changes. So here we are. We are in the conference room / Brian Stokes room / the committee room / the conference room. All rooms this is. It's our big room upstairs, which we're going to detail more in the next couple of weeks. But I've got Mike Willits with me. Mike is our H&C chair.
That's right.
Mike? Yes.
Yep.
So he deals with all the competitions, the handicaps, all the golf side, really, isn't it, Mike? Yeah. I'll pass you over to Mike because we're going to be talking about the changes of the golf course, and I'll let Mike go into more detail about that. If that's okay, Mike?
Okay, yeah, no problem, Dan, thanks. I mean, hopefully you've all seen the email that came out last week with regards to the re-rating, which has been done by England Golf and helped by Worcester County Golf. And we've got the results which are effective from the 1st of September. But I thought it'd be useful with Dan to just go through a little bit on the newsletter to hopefully make clearer some of the stuff that didn't come across in the written word.
Yeah.
So we've put together a little bit of a Q&A, and hopefully you enjoy it, and hopefully it makes sense to you.
Perfect. So. Perfect, Mike. That's a nice little intro, that was. So I've got the questions in front of me. This is the questions that we sometimes get asked. I know you get asked, and I'll get asked myself, Mike. So we thought we'd do it in a video format for you all to understand. So the first question is the course management. Why did we have to have it done in the first place?
Okay, well, this is the first time that courses have been re-rated since the introduction of the WHS handicap system.
Yeah.
And as part of that exercise moving forward, every 10 years, a course has to be re-rated.
Okay, yeah.
Now, as part of that exercise, we have to provide a certified course measurement.
Yes.
So basically, every hole on the course has to be measured from every tee set.
Okay.
So that's the white tees, the yellow tees, the red tees, the winter yellow tees, and the winter red tees.
Okay, that makes sense.
So there's quite a lot to be measured. So we got a professional company in to measure the course back in March.
Yeah.
And basically the outcome is that the majority of holes have changed. I think there was only one that hasn't changed in distance from a tee.
Yeah.
And overall, the courses are slightly shorter.
Okay.
Now, as a club, the last certificate we can find for a measurement on the white course and the red course goes back to 1997.
Oh, wow. That's a long time ago.
So that's a hell of a long time ago.
Long time ago, yeah.
And Steve Checkitts, I think, was involved in the measurement at that time.
Wow,
so,
yeah.
You know, so he's still around. But so anyway, that's now been updated.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that we've decided to do as a committee and as a club is the only real change on a par is the ladies' red winter on the third hole.
Okay.
They're now going to play from their normal tee.
Okay.
Okay. So that makes it a par 5 for the ladies.
Okay.
Whereas the forward winter tee that they used to tee off from, which is the raised area as you walk round towards the 13th.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. It was a par 4
okay.
for them from there.
Yeah, yeah.
And quite significantly different hole
yes, 100%,
on it as a par 4 and a par
yeah.
5. So that's really the measurement side.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I hope that all makes sense because it's perfect sense to me. So the England Golf visited, didn't they? What do they do to assess the course, and how do they deal with the different abilities of golfers and genders as well from some tees? How do they assess the course, Mike?
Okay, so England Golf and Worcester Golf came in June, and they did 2 visits.
Okay, yes.
The first visit, they came and basically assessed all of the greens, green areas.
Yes.
So what they were looking at was the speed.
Yep.
What protection there was around the greens, the bunkering, the depth of the bunkers.
Oh, wow, okay,
how far the bunkers were away from the green fringe. The slope of all of the greens. The drops off from the side of the greens.
Wow, they did
so take the second green, for example.
Yeah, of course.
Miss it left, we all know you're dead.
Lots of trouble,
And then what other distance there were to like no play zones or out of bounds areas. So all of those measurements were taken on the first visit.
Yes.
And they looked at the greens.
Okay, yeah.
Now, a couple of weeks later, they came back on the second visit.
Yeah.
And what they did then was assess from the tees to the greens.
Okay, got you, yeah.
Now, the way that they do that is they go to each tee and they use a theoretical golfer for a scratch golfer for a male, scratch golfer for a female, a bogey golfer, which is an 18 handicap golfer for both male and female.
Okay, yeah.
So, and what they look at is they use, for example, for a male scratch golfer, they use a carry off the tee of 220 yards.
Oh, okay.
And a run out of 20 yards.
Okay, interesting.
Okay. For the female, they'll use a carry of 200 yards with a run out of 15 yards.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Bogey golfer, male, 185 with a run out of 15 yards.
Yeah.
And a bogey female, 175 yards off the tee with a run out of 10 yards.
Interesting. Okay, yeah. Okay.
So they take that from the tee.
Yes.
What they then do is look at the landing zones.
Well, yeah.
Okay. So around here, obviously the landing zone for those distances, you're going to be hitting sometimes into a downhill slope.
Yeah.
You're going to be sometimes hitting to an uphill slope. Take the 11th, for example.
Yes, perfect, yeah.
And what they try and do then is they assess the extra run or the reduced run that you will have.
Okay.
They then look around for hazards. Yes. So is there any bunkering? Is there any water, etc. around the landing zones?
Okay.
Yeah. And then what they do is they take the next shot into the green.
Okay, yeah.
So on our course, there's not very many dog legs or 3-shot holes.
Yeah, yeah.
The third is
one
of them where a bogey golfer, it's a 3-shot, a scratch golfer, it's a 2-shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they look at all of that type of information.
Okay.
They look at the width of the fairways.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
They look at the rollout of the fairways, whether there's any cross fairway hazards.
Okay.
So like on our course, we don't have any cross fairway hazards.
We don't really, do we now?
Whereas a lot of other courses have maybe got ditches.
Yeah.
Or they've got more fairway bunkering.
Yeah.
And all of that adds to the scores that they put down from each tee on each hole for each different ability of golfer.
Okay, interesting. No, actually, for our course, that's a big thing, isn't it? Our carries and our, the roll. It's a big thing that, I don't say protects us, but it does in a way as well, doesn't it?
It is. I mean, and the words from the England Golf team who came together with the Worcester County team who did the rating last time said, Halzowen is one of the most difficult courses to assess in our county, but also across a lot of the local counties.
Oh wow!
Because of the slopes and the lack really of hazards.
Yeah.
They have to take their time and do it.
Interesting.
And so those were the words that came out of the mouth.
So I've got a reputation somewhere there.
We have got a reputation. I mean, we've certainly got a reputation from a team point of view.
Yes, 100%.
Where our handicap from slope ratings does travel better.
It does travel very well. I remember doing the juniors back in the day, and it did travel very, very, very well.
Yeah, so
that's interesting. That's interesting. Do they? You know what, Mike? I've gone a bit off topic here. Do they ever consider that into consideration? The teams going to other courses? They're just very much data driven, as in what we just did.
Basically, the process that they go through is the same for all golf unions and countries that are signed up to the WHS platform.
Got you. Okay. So that's just one blanket. Okay, cool. So we've seen the emails. Hopefully, you've all seen the emails. There's little change in the slope rating for the men. Why is it? Why is there not much change there? If you can answer that, please.
Well, basically, what they do when they go away from our course, is the county team and the England golf team reassess all of the data that they've collected, and put it into the input format that goes to England Golf Central Body.
Okay, yeah.
At England Golf Central Body, they basically have got this computer program, that they put all of this information into, and it churns out a number.
Yeah, okay.
Well, it churns out two numbers: a course rating and a slope rating.
Got you.
What they've done since the last rating is they've changed the questions that have to be answered. So they got rid of some of the things which maybe relate to out of bounds, and they brought in new things which relate to lateral and horizontal hazards on a hole.
Got you.
So there's lots of different things, and actually to get a clear explanation on why it is what it is, it's extremely difficult.
Oh, okay.
So, but ultimately, what the course ratings have come out as is that for a scratch golfer, they've assessed it, the male and the female courses slightly harder.
Okay, interesting.
And that's because of a number of the different factors that they've created.
Okay.
What we were expecting was the winter courses, where we're now going to be using the mats as the winter tees and where they've been measured from. That's reduced the length of the course quite a bit. And the length of the course is actually quite a high percentage factor in the overall ratings.
Okay, yes.
Yeah?
I can see
so
that.
They have dropped from the last time.
Yes, okay.
All right.
Got you, yeah. So can you tell us a bit more about the stroke index changes then, Mike, there?
Yeah, that's of course. Now, you know what you do every week when you publish the results of the competitions? You put up the hole analysis, which says this hole's the easiest, that hole's the hardest. Well, basically, all of that data has been sitting in Club V1 for a long time. And part of the rating exercise is the club has to review its hole pars and its hole stroke indexes.
Interesting, okay.
Yeah. And you have the ability to then we can change the stroke indexes basically whenever we want to as a committee. But you have to do it based around data.
Of course.
So we've now taken all of the data from various reports that come out of Club V1, looked at the different courses, the white course, the yellow course, the red course, which is predominantly played by the ladies, by the genders, and also the hybrid course. And looked at where the actual play, what the stroke index would be based on the play, rather than what is on the card. So when we've come to the men's yellow and whites, the only two changes were that the 16th always plays harder than the 15th.
Okay, that does, for me personally, that does surprise me. But I can see that from different factors as well.
Yeah, I think if you go back through the various different people who've been on H&C for the years, they will always tell you that that is the case. Because you've basically got a long, narrow green to aim at. And if you're from the tee, if you're on the right, you've not got much green to play with width-wise. And if you miss the green left, you've got a very difficult up and down. So that's what basically has come out. Now, the ladies, there are quite a lot of changes.
Okay, oh wow, there is.
Which have been run past the ladies section. And basically they all agree that what we are going to put in place now makes more sense than the actual indexes that are there at the moment. And the hybrid course, there's a number of changes there as well. Now, the yellow hybrid and the red hybrid, which is all that we measure, they're predominantly played by the senior section. I mean, we're here of a Tuesday.
Yes, it's very much now, yeah.
The seniors
Yeah,
are
very much now, yeah.
probably coming
Yeah.
up the 18th now,
Yeah, very much
finishing
so.
off. So a lot of the scores that are in the system are from the seniors,
Oh, interesting.
but they're relevant to the data that we've got
Yeah.
on that hybrid course.
Okay.
So that's what the hybrid stroke indexes going forward have been
Okay.
set off.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so
Right.
while we're talking now, I might put a couple of other changes up there next to us.
Yeah.
I've read on the email, Mike, there's a couple of what's happening with the bunkers on 17, 18. You mentioned something about that. So what's happening there?
Yeah, okay. So as part of the questionnaire that we get from England Golf is what changes have you got planned
Yeah.
for the course over the next 12 to 24 months?
Got you.
Now, speaking with Tim and Sam Jones, basically they've been discussing around some changes of the layout of bunkers on the 17th and the 18th.
Okay, yes.
Now, the ones in question, as you're playing down the 17th, you've got the bunker on the right just over the road.
As some members know, the bunker to bunker.
The bunker to bunker, yeah. So we all know if you get in the right-hand side of that bunker, now the trees have grown, you've got no shot whatsoever.
Yes.
So the plan there is to basically look at the bunker, cut it in half, fill in the right-hand side
the tree
with
side,
grass, and extend the bunker out to the left, the same amount of distance.
Okay, interesting, yeah.
So effectively moving the left-hand side further across.
Yeah, I get that.
And what that does is it actually narrows the gap off the tee between the green side right bunker and the left bunker. So we might actually see that the hole starts to play a little bit harder.
Interesting, yes. Because you can get through that gap sometimes, can't you? And get through. You're
not going to get away from the bunker to bunker. You're still going to have that.
Yeah.
So that's the 17th.
Okay.
On the 18th, the bunker in question is on the right-hand side of the fairway, just past the monkey tree.
Yes.
Yeah. Same thing there.
Okay.
Cut it in half. The right-hand side is going to be filled in.
Yes.
And the left-hand side is going to be pulled out by the same distance.
Yes.
So you're going to be encroaching onto the fairway a little bit more.
Yes, 100%, yeah.
You're actually encroaching into a lot of younger people's driving distance.
Especially that line, isn't it, sometimes?
Yeah, straight down that line.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see the effect that has.
Yeah.
Now, Tim and Sam are planning to get that work done on those bunkers over this winter.
Okay, cool.
So it won't be too long.
Yeah.
Before they're in play, basically.
So definitely ready for the new season anyway, aren't they?
Definitely ready for next Open.
Okay. So we've seen a lot of everywhere about the 1st of September, this 1st of September. Why do we have to wait to the 1st of September for all this to go live?
Okay, well, from a club's perspective, we were issued the rating on the 1st of August.
Okay, yes.
Now, if you think about the information that we've had and we're changing stroke indexes, we're changing the yardages on the holes, we're changing the course rating, we're changing the slope rating. Yeah. Now, all of that has to be reflected on scorecards.
Yes.
On T-plates.
Yes.
On hole signs.
Yes.
On handicap charts.
Yes.
Yeah. So we requested a 4-week period
Got you.
to be able to get everything ready for the introduction from the 1st of September.
That makes sense.
So basically what we've got is all of the scorecards are on order.
Yeah.
They should be here maybe into the shop this weekend, certainly from the 18-hole scorecard perspective. But they should be here in plenty of time for the 1st of September.
Yeah.
Trevor Norman's working on the handicap chart that goes outside the door of the clubhouse.
Yes.
With Paul Johnson, and he's looking at getting that replaced. The hole boards, there's new stickers been ordered for the layout, which has got the yardages on and the picture of the holes, etc.
Cool. Yeah.
The plates, so the white and the red plates at the moment have got that silver metal plate on them, which were introduced back in the centenary year.
Oh yes, 1906.
Yeah. Now they've got stroke index on, they've got the yardage on. They are all going to be changed, and our president Rob Hawthorne is dealing with that project at the moment.
Okay, yeah.
Because I think he's looking to try and get some sponsors to help source the cost of that. So that's where we're at and why it's the 1st of September.
Okay,
the other thing that has to be done from a H&C perspective is where we've set up some of the competitions for the 1st of September onwards,
Yes.
they are all set up off the old WHS course.
Got you.
So they've got to be deleted
Start
and
again.
set up again with all of the new course details,
Got you.
so that people's handicap records are right from the 1st of September.
Perfect. Yeah, that would take a bit of work as well.
Yeah.
I've learned that the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So, talking about the 1st of September, will members have their handicap adjusted on the 1st of September, or is it just going as normal? What's the play there?
No, what will happen from a member's perspective is their handicap index won't change. Okay, because there's no retrospective adjustment because of the change of the course rating or the slope rating.
Yes.
But what will happen for the rounds that they put in either general play or competition play, which goes onto the handicap record, they will be under the new ratings from the 1st of September. So the members have not got to worry about doing anything from their handicap index point of view.
Yeah.
They've got to look to see what their new course rating and playing handicap, course handicap and playing handicap are.
Yeah.
And then obviously they've got the new scorecards to remember where they're going to get their new shots.
Yes.
That's really the only thing that the members have got to worry about too much.
Yeah, because I know playing, I still remember the stroke indexes as we speak, and especially for the ladies, they've got to understand now where they get their 4-3s or their 4. Yeah, they've got to understand that. Okay, that makes sense.
And when it comes to knockouts as well, because we're still going to have semi-finals in the back end of knockouts.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. The place where somebody gets a shot will change potentially from the 1st of September.
Oh, so finals day will be under the new...
Finals day and most of the semi-final plays will be under the new course rating.
That's interesting. So that could change a few things.
Yeah, it's the same with teams.
Yes.
So I've already been in contact with Chris Woodward and Paul Skeldon and obviously myself as Westmeath's captain.
Yeah.
Any matches that are played here after the 1st of September have to use the new slope rating and course rating.
Interesting. Okay. It's all go from the 1st of September.
It's all go from the 1st of September.
You might be very busy.
Make sure you're working that day.
I might be busy on that shop. Thanks, Mike. That was absolutely spot on. I hope everybody understand that. I've understood it as well massively. So thank you, Mike. Thanks for the hard work you do. And we'll carry on with the rest of the newsletter.
Thanks, Dan.
So here we are, round 2. I know you'll all be excited. So come on, Tim, you're on the 12th. What's your words of wisdom on the 12th, Tim?
Right. 12th hole is another hole that's over the years has been lengthened. Originally, when I came here in 1977, the white tees were roughly where the yellow stone is now, on the front tee.
So as we're looking at this image here, Tim, where the mat is there, yeah?
Just behind the mat. That first level up from the mat is where the plate used to be, by the yellow stone. It was then moved up onto the upper level, right at the front. And then many years later, it was moved back to its current position, lengthening the hole in total by 34 yards.
Okay, wow.
It was a directive we got. The club basically wanted the course longer, so they were trying to make holes longer everywhere we could. And that was one way we could lengthen the hole.
And what year was this, Tim? Because obviously we've got the image here. We can see the whole fairway here. What sort of year was this, Tim? So obviously you said he's got extended. When did he get extended?
It got moved back probably the first time late 70s.
Okay.
To its current position now is probably in the early 80s.
Okay.
The tee that we're looking at now, when I came, was just rough, uneven ground.
Oh, wow.
There was a public footpath, well, not a legal one, but a path the public used to use, where they walked across the back of the tee, and because of their foot traffic going across it, it was quite short grass. And a group of our members who used to play on a Thursday afternoon always used to tee off right at the back there, and they loved it. And then the committee got hold of that and decided they wanted it done. So the rest of the tee was levelled and that tee was opened up.
So was that where they walked across? Is that where the mat is now as we look?
No, it's right down here, right at the bottom, just behind the plate.
Oh, behind the... Oh, wow, okay, interesting.
The hedge that's on the left-hand side of the tee now, that's another one that's just natural. That was never planted. We just clipped what grew there.
Yeah.
And it's turned into a hedge.
Oh, wow. This is so fascinating. Well, let's carry on then. I think we're still going to have a fly. You can see me there on the left-hand side flying this drone. So we're just going along the fairway now. Across the tee now. So there we go. You can see... So this is where the that view there, Tim, is probably quite a good view to see the where we put the yellows now. Is that where you moved it up from the mats to there? Was that what the original movement was, and then you kept going back and back from there?
No, it's roughly where the yellow pegs are now was where the plate was originally.
Okay, the white plates are we talking about?
Yes, the white plate was there originally.
Okay, so then he was just moved in from there. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's good one to spot there, where the irrigation is on the fairway.
Oh yes, okay.
You can see clearly we've got 3 sprinklers in a triangle on that slope.
Okay, yeah.
And it shows up better now. When you get further down with the flyover over the top of it, it doesn't look quite so green, but it looks quite good from there.
Well, let's play it. I know I was getting used to doing all the drone footage, so let's just play it on a bit here. That path always been there, Tim, on the left-hand side? Was that introduced?
No, that wasn't there. The big long tee, which we use as a winter tee, stretching from the mat right the way forward to the ladies. The ladies' tee used to be an individual little tee just on its own, a little lump stuck there. Then over the years, when we've had different jobs done, materials have been tipped all the way along there, especially when the paths were put in. JCB put the paths in with a scoop exactly the width of the path. All the debris that came out was tipped there. And eventually we were able to topsoil it and make that into a tee to join the ladies' tee with where the mat is now.
Oh wow! So everything was not as manicured as it was now. Obviously, the path on the left hand side was put in, and there was 2 individual tees. That's quite interesting. Just for our newer members, the new mat was put in a couple of years ago. Was it in the back there? Was it?
Yeah, they all went in. A majority went in last winter.
Okay. Oh, but last winter. Okay, so that mat there that we're talking about there. Perfect. So bottom queue there. Good drone footage by me.
Just on the left-hand side now, looking towards the old 11th green, there used to be 2 huge mature trees there. There was a really big beech, probably 40, 50-foot beech, which died off, and we had to take that down. And there was also a hawthorn tree there, which again died off and was taken out.
When was that taken out? Because for some strange reason, I feel like I remember that, but you're going to say to me it was way before I joined. So when did that get taken out?
I haven't researched this one. You've got me on that one.
Sorry, Tim.
Probably in the 90s, I would have thought.
Okay, yeah. That's enough information that I probably shouldn't remember that. So it's just my own imagination, that is. I must be seeing pictures over the years. So as we are here, this is coming down to the red tees looking at. There's always been trees on the right-hand side of these parked, Tim, from what you remember?
There has. Obviously, it's a living boundary, so they're growing in all the time. They were never that big.
Yeah.
It was always wider. And a more open shot.
And the Reds have always been here, Tim?
Yes.
Yes, the Reds have always been there.
Yeah, but it used to be a tiny little tee.
Okay.
Just a little lump there where the plate is.
Okay. And here we are coming up now towards the tee, down the Valley of Sin, where all the seniors used to put their ball, and some of them still do, bless them.
Yeah, the 1 or 2 interesting stories about the valley. It's currently classed as historical landscape.
Oh, wow.
So we couldn't really do anything with it now if we wanted to. But it used to be quite a bit deeper. If we just pause it there while we can see the valley. I know 1 or 2 members have heard the stories about the old pro's car that was buried in there. Well, that's actually true.
Oh, wow, that is true.
Yeah, it is true. It's towards the end where the path is.
So I'm going to point it and I'll try and get it on the screen. So about there, Tim?
Where the shadow of the tree is.
Oh, where the shadow of the tree is, okay.
Just this end.
Oh, this end, okay.
Where the shadow of the tree is.
Okay.
I've actually seen part of it when the saw that was on top of it the weight broke one of the windows and fell into the truck.
Oh wow!
Or the car.
Yeah.
And you could actually look in and see inside the shell of the car. Some people have said it was a Mini. I've always believed it was a Morris 1000.
Oh wow! Okay.
That's what I was always told.
So this is a fascinating, because obviously I've been here since I was 14. I've heard about the car being on the 12th. It's so fascinating. So that was the pros car. My next question is, Tim, why is it there? Do we know why?
I have no idea. That went in before I came.
Oh, okay.
It was already in there and covered over. So obviously that valley was deeper still.
Yeah.
Over the years, there have been plans to fill the valley in.
Okay.
It was seriously discussed on 2 occasions. One, we were approached by a local construction company that were doing some road widening, and they'd got hundreds of tons of soil.
Oh, wow.
They were happy to bring it in, provide JCBs to level it and make a pathway for their trucks to drive to it, and it could have been filled in then.
Okay.
The other occasion was on the main car park, where you've got the higher level committee car park.
Yes.
They were on about taking that away and dropping that all down to one level where the tarmac level is, and the
Got
whole
ya.
of that committee car park, the materials that came out of there, we talked about going into the valley and filling the valley.
This is brand new information for me. This is insane. So when was that being talked in? When were we talking?
Again, it's back when my dad was here as head greenkeeper, so you're talking 70s, early 80s.
Oh wow, okay, so quite in recent memory then. Let's just keep it.
I mean, it shows up quite a lot at the moment. Not so much in that video footage there, but you can see the pattern of. Can we just pause it?
Yeah.
The pattern of drains in the valley there. It's a right maze of drains that have been put in over the years. You've got high ground all around, so it collects in that area, and they must have had so many drainage problems over the years. There is a maze of drains in there.
Oh wow! So where the valley, we can see where the grey bits are there. Yeah.
Yeah, and just on a lighter note.
Yeah.
The steep slope as you come up out of the valley.
Yeah.
To all green staff for many, many years, that's been known as the Wall of Death.
Okay, go on.
With reference to the old fairground ride when the motorbike used to go round and round in the tube and then up on. I believe the phrase was coined by Mr. Brian Wiley.
Oh, wow.
When he was here. But everybody since, whenever we're saying, cut this area of the course, call it the Wall of Death. I hesitate to say nobody's ever died there.
Oh, Tim, this makes me worried. Right, let's play it on. Right, here we go. We're just playing it on. You can still see the fairway there. You can see how scorched it is, can't you, Tim, with how warm it's been recently.
Yeah. If you look at the copse of trees on the left of the fairway, that's another one that's a natural grown copse.
Oh, wow, okay.
That triangle there where you've got the 10th hole coming down and up to the 7th tees, the 11th hole coming down and then up to the 7th tees, that was just deep rough when I came. Those are just all natural self-set trees.
Oh, so quite similar to what we was on the fifth hole we did a couple of weeks ago, yeah?
Same, yeah.
So all them trees there on the left-hand side were just been self-grown, have they?
Yeah.
Okay, well. So we can see this view, Tim. I might be throwing you off here, but this view here, we can sort of see, maybe getting used to the camera, you can sort of see the slope, can't you? Has that ever been talked about, flattening out the slope, or...?
It has been talked about. I mean, obviously, it's always been an issue with this hole.
Yeah.
There's various things happened over the years. That's probably a good place to stop just there.
Just there, yeah.
The fairway at one stage was moved slightly to the right.
Yeah.
The reason being to leave a bit more semi-rough on the left, so if a ball landed on the high side, it would stay.
Okay.
We found that any balls hitting the fairway would roll further to the left.
Okay.
Sorry, to the right, and all the way down.
Yeah.
So the fairway was then moved back over to the left.
Yeah.
And semi-rough allowed to grow higher up the slope.
Okay.
Again, in an effort to slow the balls up and stop them running down.
Yeah.
It's always been cut as semi-rough originally.
Yeah.
So in hot, dry conditions like this, a ball would continue to roll all the way down the bank and right out into the woods. We actually built a bund all the way along the bottom of the bank.
Oh, well, okay.
Just a little bund, probably about 2-3 foot high.
Yeah.
The materials used to build that came from the gravel drain that's top side of the 14th fairway. It runs drain that runs from by the ladies' tee right the way top side of 14th fairway up to the gate.
Yeah.
All the materials that came out of there were transported on dumper trucks and tipped all along the bottom of that 12th.
Oh, wow.
And shaped into a bund so the balls wouldn't roll down.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So this gives the golfers a bit of chance of keeping all balls into play, not making it impossible to play.
Yeah, heights of cut have changed as well. We did leave it deep rough for a while, but obviously that became unacceptable. Too many lost balls.
Yeah.
So when we got the machinery that we could pick an intermediate height, we started cutting it intermediate rough. So it's cut about 3.5 to 4 inches now on the bottom side to just slow the balls down.
Nice. Yeah, I can see coming over to the six green, looking very nice there, Tim.
Yeah, it stands out, doesn't it?
It does very much in this time of weather.
Again, if we pause there just a minute.
Yeah, we can pause there for you, Tim. There you go.
You can just about see the ridge and furrow showing up on that fairway going across.
Oh, yeah, going from like the 6 down to the hill, for example. Yeah.
It always went up and down the slope, and you can just about see it. The other areas of ridge and furrow we notice quite clearly when we're mowing because you up and down on the machine, but
Yeah.
that's relatively smooth. It's only
Okay.
visible now because we've got the drought.
Oh, yeah, okay. So to be fair, actually, Tim, thinking about it, when I am playing, I don't really see that one. Like I say, you only see it more
No,
now, can't
you
we?
can't see it. You can't see it when we're maintaining it.
So Tim, we're coming up past the 6 now. I'm going to get the camera probably turning around. I think you want me to pause it here, don't you?
Right, a couple of things while we've got this shot on. There's a tree right in the centre of the picture.
Yeah, this one here, yeah.
That is a scarlet oak.
Yeah.
2 of those were purchased in the early 2000s, back 2003.
Okay.
And the name of the hole was changed.
Oh, interesting.
The name of the hole was always called Hillside,
Yeah.
which is obvious.
Yeah.
The reason for. But when those 2 scarlet oaks were planted, it was changed to Twin Oaks.
Oh, nice.
Now, the one that you can see in the picture, great, survived really well, grows really well. The one on the low side has been, one down this side, has been ravaged by squirrels and replaced, and then ravaged by squirrels again and replaced. And I think it's on the 3rd tree so far that's gone in there.
Oh, wow, okay. So,
and even as we speak now, the tree that was there, the oak that was there, was dead. So we took that out last winter. So there isn't a scarlet oak in that position at the moment.
Okay, so it's just called one oak at the moment.
Well, yeah. You can also just about see the shape of an old bunker.
Yes,
it's a glass bunker now.
Yes.
That was a sand bunker when I came. We used to rate that one.
Yeah.
And opposite side of the fairway, where there's a little copse of silver birch trees, there were 2 bunkers there.
Oh, okay.
The large poplar tree was there.
Yeah.
Which still is. Obviously, it wasn't as big.
Yeah.
But there were 2 bunkers there, which we used to have to rake.
Okay. How was it like? Obviously, one bunker, then 5 yards in the other bunker?
No, they were just 2 side by side.
Just side by side. Okay, yeah.
So you've got a narrow gap, the fairway narrowed, sort of hourglass shape.
Oh, okay, got you.
Bunker either side.
Oh, okay. So it's like more of a deterrent to get people to roll it through. It was more of a just so you had to hit it over type shot. Okay, that's interesting. Can you, let me pause that. Can you sort of see the half remaining a bit of a shape, or am I just imagining
I think there were probably other bunkers there as well.
Yeah.
If you look at the lie of the land, it looks like there's been other bunkers there filled in, but I only remember the 3, one on the left and 2 on the right.
So it might be a case of bunker.
The little tree you can see dead centre now.
Yeah.
That was that big when I came in 1977.
So that hasn't grown.
It does not grow. It's a sycamore tree.
Yeah.
The quality of the soil that its roots must be in must be so poor. It just does not grow. It's been that size forever.
Oh, wow. So that tree has always been there. So actually, Tim, thinking about it, so you said that tree's always been there. Was that just a bit of a deterrent? Because obviously we've said in the last flyover on the 5th that these trees wasn't here.
Yeah.
Was that just that one tree on its own then?
Just one tree on its own.
Just to deterrent people trying to run it in again, sort of thing, or just that sort of visual. Yeah, we look at it from a different angle here. So you probably can see there might be a bit of a bunker on next to that old grass bunker there, can't you? I'll just fast forward this bit, Tim. There we go. So we're coming up towards the green now. So we can see the bunker fully. The bunker on the 12th is made at one of the bottom right, isn't it?
Yeah, you can clearly see now the bunkers, the new bunkers that were put in on the left of the 5th. There were 2 sand bunkers on the front left corner of the 12th green as well. When I was there. No, a little bit higher up the bank.
Oh,
just alongside the green. There were 2 there.
Oh, perfect.
Surprisingly, on the top of the bank there, they used to fill with water all the time.
Okay.
So they eventually got filled in because they were constantly getting full of water.
Okay. We can see the drainage, can't you, Tim, that we talked about in the last couple of weeks ago in the news there. Kind of going back to the...
Yeah, the dark lines you can see there, the angled one coming away from the 12th green, that's probably as lush as that because it picks up water off the green and also water off the 5th fairway sprinklers.
Oh, okay.
And it's a really lush point.
So we were talking about last week, Tim, about greens not always being there. Has this green always been there, Tim?
Well, yeah, it's an interesting point, that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If I can just talk about the side of the green, you can see the side at the bottom of the picture. That was another steep drop off.
Okay, yeah.
It had to be cut by hand, fly mows all the time. It was a very steep drop off. But similar to the 5th green, when we tipped all the soil alongside the 5th green and softened the bank, we did the 12th at the same time.
Okay.
So there were tons and tons of soil tipped there to alter that from a really steep drop off to a more gradual slope that we can maintain far more easier.
Would that help? Would that determine or help the golfers? Because if it's a big drop off, in theory the ball would just drop down. But now there's a bit of a bank, you could have a bit of a nasty kick off, couldn't it? So it's probably made the hole a bit harder as well, isn't it? Getting the ball further away from the green.
Yeah, you could look at it from the other way and say that if you just went off the side of the green and you're at the bottom of a steep bank, it'd be quite difficult.
Fair enough. Yeah, I can see both sides there. Yeah.
It was done maintenance and safety.
Okay, so was anything from a golf point of view, just from a maintenance and safety? Okay, let's keep it moving. There we go. I'll try to get on top of the green here, so watch my dodgy camera shots here. So
yeah, there's that green line coming down to the bottom of the picture. That's the one that picks up moisture off the green sprinklers and also off the fairway sprinklers.
Perfect. There we go. I'll try and get over it there, and we'll pause it just in a moment. We'll pause it as soon as I get a bit forward. There we go. We'll pause it there. So the shape of the green's always been like that, has it, Tim?
Yeah, it's always been that shape.
And the green's always been there, has it? It hasn't moved. I know we talked about it last week. We might get pushed back, but from your living memory, it's always been there, has it?
From the length of time I've been here, it's always been there. But if we let the footage follow through to the end, we've got perhaps a little interesting fact that a lot of people may not have known.
Okay, so do you tell me when you want me to stop, Tim? Does look great, that green from up there, doesn't it?
It certainly highlights how dry everywhere else is, doesn't it?
Very much so, yeah.
So dry. It'd be really interesting to see when moisture comes, what the recovery is like.
Yes, I was going to say, well, while we're here, are you slightly worried about recovery, or?
I'm certainly anticipating that our budget for grass seed will go up this autumn.
Okay, there you go. Committees, remember that one. Right, so now I'm getting the drone back, looking up towards Howard's Owen, you can see there.
That's probably a good place to
stop. So stop that there. Okay, so we're looking, you can see here, we're looking across Clent and Howard's Owen and go on then, Tim. Right,
in the late 70s, early 80s, we had no transport. So to get around the course was a lot of walking. We had shortcuts through the woods.
Yeah.
We had a shortcut down in front of the 2nd green, over the stream and up to the 12th.
Okay.
We had a shortcut down in front of the 3rd tee, through the woods and up to the 6th.
Okay.
And on that regular shortcut, going down through in front of the 3rd tee, through the woods that we can see on our left here, and up to the 6th green, we noticed a large level area with nicely shaped banks off one side and up the other side, and it is clearly where there's been an old green.
Ah, so where are we looking, Tim? So I can just point to someone. So we're looking.
It's right in the middle of here.
Oh wow! So there might have been a chance of this green, the 12th, over years before you were here, maybe in the early standings. You could have been in the woods there.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting if any of our members might know anyone who could not maybe remember that, but have that information. That's very interesting.
It is so clearly visible that it's been levelled. It's got drainage because you can see outlets coming out at the bottom of the banks. Tom and myself did duck under the fence and go in to have a look earlier last week, but with the current undergrowth situation down there, it is difficult to see. It's probably better to see in the winter when everything's died back, but there's a clear area there where it's large, just the size of a green. It's got the slopes down on the right-hand side, up on the left-hand side, and clearly see that has been a green in the past.
That's very interesting. Do you reckon that would have been the 12th, I take it? Do you reckon?
We assume that, yes.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So at some point it might have extended. It'd be interesting to go back in the archives, see if we could get any information. Your archives are amazing, Tim. But thank you, Tim. Well, that was the 12th, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Have you got any preference, Tim, what hole you'd like to do next?
I think we discussed the 7th.
7th, okay, yeah, we'll do the 7th then. We'll do the 7th. I hope you got a couple of stories there, but I know one fact, but hopefully Tim will go into more detail. So that was leave it on that shot, everyone, and thank you. And we go, and Tim, we'll see you on the 7th in a couple of weeks' time.
Okay.
That's it for another newsletter. I hope you enjoyed it. Quite a long one this week. We had some good information. We had the golf room whiteboard, which is an unusual segment. We've had Mike as well, our H&C chairman, talking about the changes that are happening from the 1st of September. And we've also had Tim as well doing our drone footage over the 12th, which is very interesting, isn't it? Some great facts Tim's got, and some great little nuggets about the golf course and the history. We'll probably have Tim on next week to do a report on the course. We haven't had a Tim report for a while. And the week after that, I can tell you we're doing the 7th hole, so watch out for that. I met a few people over the weekend, went to barbecue on the terrace, which was really interesting, and somebody who watches, so I hope you're watching, said, can I do a driver tip? So I said, yeah, no worries, just do a driver tip for this week. And what we're going to do is about the setup, make sure we are in the correct position, ready to hit them big drives. Now, as most of you know, the ball needs to be in the inside of our left heel like that, but what a lot of people do is that when they do that, they're trying to put their weight over there as well to try and keep it balanced over the ball. Well, we don't want to be doing that. We want to make sure our balance is very, very neutral. So the ball position is the inside of our left heel. We're going to keep the club head nice and down, pretend to put the club head in the middle of our stance. And then what we're going to do then is just slightly move that club head forward like that. So you can see there, I've kept my same neutral position. The club head has gone forward. I haven't moved my body to keep up with it. I've kept it nice and neutral. Keep it up there, ready for them big drives down the second, across the third, over the fifth. Plenty of holes where you can get the big drives out there. I hope you've enjoyed this week's newsletter. I hope you enjoyed the quick tip. Enjoy your bank holiday weekend. And we've got a Captain's Charity on Saturday. We've got a nice chilled out Sunday. And then we've also got a nice chilled out Monday. So if you're playing golf, enjoy it. Enjoy the golf course. Enjoy the food. Enjoy the drinks. It's very, very busy at the moment. So enjoy the hospitality side. I know that everybody's enjoying the drinks, and the pie and pint night, which happened last night, was very successful as well. So I hope everyone who had one enjoyed that. But come down, enjoy the food, the drink, the golf, the pro shop. Enjoy it all. Have a great bank holiday weekend, and I'll see you all next week.